It's maybe it's loading. Maybe it's being a dick. Maybe it's being dumb. Maybe it's bullshitting. Maybe... Oh! Wait, we have something. Something's happening. There's a thing. There's a title screen. It's not saying anything, but there is a title screen. I love you, Colonel Sanders. Oh my god. Oh god, okay, there was apparently a whole movie or something. Okay, settings. Let me just get rid of this full screen bullshit. Oh, there we go. Fucking... Alright, brilliant. Okay, it's time to date the chicken man. We got this. I know! It was full screen and I couldn't show it because it was being fucky. Alright, here we go. I love you, Colonel Sanders! Alright. It wouldn't show the whole opening, weirdly. Oh my god, Colonel Sanders, you are one sexy motherfucker. Alright, give me 1 sec. I want to see if I can get it started up to show you the opening. Yes, exit the game. Now, reload the game. Play the game. Oh boy, here we go. Cat no. Cat no. Here we go. Oh boy. It's fucking loud as shit. Cat no. Over here, cat. There you go. Oh, cat. Oh. Not responding. I mean... Maybe we're not going to get to see the startup. Maybe it's being a fuck and won't let us see the movie, the startup movie thing. That would be a problem, because I've seen it and it's really good. Yeah, the FMVs never play. Come on. Come on, Drumstick Heaven. Escape or whatever. No, it's doing that not responding thing. Give it a minute. Well, guess we're skipping. Alright, let's just go new game. Oh, what's my name? My name's Liberty. Hello, I am Liberty. Scones! Scones? Scones and chicken? Drumsticks. Oh my god, this is not optimized at all. It's doing the not responding thing again. Game! Why are you such a fucking mess? You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. I have a chicken on my wall! He's been bushenend, bishied. Who are these? Are these a Korean pop band or something? They look like they are. Oh my god, look, I've even got a jewellery box that looks like a frickin' Kentucky Fried Chicken container. Little hearts on the window, that's so cute. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day at culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack it. Laying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Wow, what a name. UCSAL. Cat, what are you doing? You heard chicken and you were like, I had to see that chicken. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. Yeah, let's daydream a bit. It's here, finally, your first day at culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realise you're running late. You grab a biscuit, and burst out of the door in a hurry. That's not a biscuit! That's a motherfucking scone, you asshole! What's this? Oh. Oh, that's so cute! It's a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken! Mmm, delicious. Just what you need to wake up the... It's got heat effects. It's got steam coming off it. Wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad. Oh, this is a nice school. You gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. It's a fucking scone, mate. Get your ass to PAX and we will fight about this. Fight me at PAX, brah. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Oh, she looks like a ditz. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Liberty! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the, It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. I can tell you now, KFC down here doesn't make briskets. But with University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only... Wait. 3-day only... Well, I wonder how many days we spend in this game. 3-day only semesters. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Oh my god. Should you pep talk her or change the subject? Pep talk your best friend. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring a handsome fellow in a red suit? I've got a feeling, I don't know much about tarot, but I have a feeling that those are not good cards. Isn't the tower like... Oh, the tower isn't necessarily a good thing. And the guy in the red suit, I think that's also a bad thing as well. Shit. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating. And you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. I think the tower is like, yeah, the tower is a freaking awful thing. I fucking thought so. I have an inkling that destruction, dramatic change, loss and ruin, new start, unexpected events. I think the guy in the red suit might be death? Or... No, it wouldn't be death. Death would be a skeleton, right? Although it depends on the theme of the cards. But yeah, the tower is not necessarily a good thing. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. Did that just say in no time at all you'll be doing it in no time at all? Redundancy? As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? Yeah, I can believe that. They look terrible. Cat! Stop walking all over my computer, bitch! Ow, leg. The devil? Oh god, it probably is. I can believe you cut them. They look terrible, girl. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley? Ashley? Well, I'm not surprised that Piano knows something about cards. I figure that Locke Googled it, and I know a little bit. I had a tarot card set that I just looked at but didn't ever use. I got it from a Salvation Army store. Yeah, I know that the death card isn't necessarily good or bad, but I know the tower was bad, because not only do I know that much, but I also read Harry Potter, and the lightning struck tower is the chapter in which, spoilers, Dumbledore dies, and it was referring to the card that was pulled by the fortune-telling teacher. Oh yeah, and Persona. Also, hi Darlak. How you doing? Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Liberty's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Thanks, Miriam. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better. Oh god, this game! We've not even been like 10 minutes into it. Holy shit. This is my kind of, this is my kind of freaking, visual novel. The one that doesn't take itself seriously and is just dumb. If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us! We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man-Man! What? Van the Man-Man? What is this game? He sounds like a JOJO character. I haven't seen much of JOJO. I've seen a bit. I saw the first episode and went, not really for me. And I watched this, the first thing in 5 minutes video that was done. But, a lot of my characters are in Nathia. Hey! Look. I'm just saying, there's gonna be a Van in the future. And he's gonna man. Van the Man-Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Ahem, Van. You ran. What is he wearing? Oh my god, he is a JOJO character. Is his hair a star? Oh, fucking hell, this is amazing. You rang. Oh my god, look at his... Oh, the star pompadour, that cut-off shirt that's just... with the leather jacket. Even a bandana just cause. Oh, and the studded belt with a huge fuck-off buckle. Oh, amazing. This is brilliant. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Vad have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. There's blinking? Oh, the eye blinking. I don't think I can, actually. No, there's no blinking settings. Sorry. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers! As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie! I think it's broken! You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Pop Jr.? Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Maybe he put it on upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Liberty, so... Are you going to make me hold this door open all day? What do you mean we're dating, Pop? I wonder what options we do have. Apparently this has quite a few endings. And it's a pretty short game, so we should be able to run through it at least once this time. No! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? You can have him, Miriam. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. I can't believe KFC made this game. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure of where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch. Oh my god, is the professor a pooch? Look at him. He's so fluffy. He has such a short face. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium in the front of the class. Adorable. Woof! Now, quiet down, everyone. Who's this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. Dude, no. We've got an atmosphere happening now. And then he walks in. Oh no. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland! Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly the room is sweltering. He's so hot! Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Oh god, yes, we forgot to we didn't put on any spray. Hold on a second, nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. What is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Liberty sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Oh my god, Miriam, please. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. Oh my god! What even is this game? Oh my god! I feel like some KFC. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? It'll be great. You could talk about it, joke about it years down the line when you're married. Remember the first time we met? You were so sweaty you took my... sandwich? No, that's not the word. Handkerchief, and you forgot to give it back. Can I have it back now? You're holding it hostage, so I stay with you in this marriage. Take the handkerchief, yes! You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. Look! God damn it! Do not use a KFC sandwich as a handkerchief. You're correct. It has his natural scent on it. It smells like the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. What happens if he's actually a chicken? And he's using magic to be a man? Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood. Why will there be blood? There might even be really adorable tiny food. He looks so happy. And now he doesn't look happy. Oh my god, Yakuza 0. Yeah, I've heard about the chicken in that one. When all's said... Nugget, right? When all's said and done, there'll be a battle! You'll lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena! Broom? Just then another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable! Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal! Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose to the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. We've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Chicken snack, beef treat, or rubber ball? What do you guys think? Beef treat, rubber ball, or chicken snack? I'm thinking maybe a chicken snack is a good idea because it's the KFC. But a rubber ball might be okay. But a beef treat might also be Oh shit. Help me pick, guys! Help me pick! Beef, bull, or chicken? Hi, cat. What are you doing? Settle down, girl. Settle down. Lay thine ass downward. Rubber ball. You reach beneath your apron and return with a rubber ball in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. You toss the ball and he bounds after it, grabbing it in his mouth and swinging it from side to side before dropping it. Good job, guys! The thrill passes quickly. It's not clear if that endeared him to you or not. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everybody rushes to claim their favourite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Liberty, there's still a seat here. Seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Oh no, guys. Best friend or Colonel Sanders? Oh boy. Oh no. Oh boy. On the one hand, tossing over your friend for the cute guy. On the other hand, showing loyalty might be something that Sanders likes. They start this off with a hard choice, yeah. I mean, on the one hand, you could get close to Colonel Sanders by sitting with him, but he might not like the idea that you threw away your best friend to sit next to him. But, on the other hand, he might not appreciate that you don't want to be around him. But he might appreciate you will not be responsible for the outcome of this. No, why? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ip, tip, dog shit, you are not it. Well, the rhyme said it. The rhyme did it. I'm sorry, Miriam. We can sit together outside of class. You moved to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can to do the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled down... Do you want to date Colonel Sanders or Banana Berry? I mean... Well, Banana Berry's underage, so... As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz! Yay, a quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for a life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is travelling to point B and train B is travelling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely! Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... feather. That's right. A southern accent. I mean, you're right. What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Pancake that looks... That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Yes. He's a talking dog. He is the best boy. That's right. Perfect score, 5 out of 5. Yes. Well, be honest, did you cheat? You looked up what that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Oh no, we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. That's southern, right? Well, howdy there, Mama. Hot diggity, Liberty, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. You haven't been to a 5-star one then, have you? We got that Colonel Sanders coming on in. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh! Lunch! She said shush! In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled! Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but whether rumor's true is this. Look at the steam wafting off it. Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Oh man! We do have a Kentucky in this town. I just really, really want Kentucky now. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! We do not have Church's chicken as far as I know. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. His head just looks a bit droopy. You wait to see what singer Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I know at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Wait. Howdy there, partner. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. That's how I get my southern accent. Well, howdy there, partner. That brings it out. It's like, oh my god, guys, really? Gotta have those shortcuts, you know? You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Literally? Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate, try not to identify every flavor. No, I don't want to steal his secret recipe. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. I guess savor the moment. Swim towards the light. Fuck it. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fella chef. The man is the flavor. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha, how bold to come out and ask. What the fuck? Oh, Colonel Sanders is a mage. He's a mage of spice. He's a sage. 'Tis an idea I have for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It is a bit like a pimp star. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. You know? What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure that you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... No! I tried clicking on it. No. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. Rocket fuel? In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you researched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find him outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again, howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. Think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Chicken, salt, and grease. You've got dough, or breading, or whatever the fuck it is. And subtide? Chili. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. No! Wow, him with a big idea to add an additional ingredients to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Yeah, girl! Get it! The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Liberty. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Aw yeah, get it, girl! We should head back inside. Next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lessons will take place. Ooh, sorry. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. What is this, Shingeki? Shingeki no Soma? Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally we get to show our stuff! Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans when you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Liberty, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Bzz. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I just don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick 4. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Should it be... Pop or Clank? Robot? She said she thought that Pop was cute though. She was looking at Pop like, oh diggity, I'd gotta dig me some diggity ding dong ding. Though Clank's funny. Set her up with Pop. Oh dear, says Tubbs. Pop, yes. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Get your ass out. Oh no, he's crying. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef. He holds up a banana and without peeling it, proudly eats the entire... Oh no, is it too late to change? Quick, go back and change to Clank. I just realized she might get booted out of school. Oh no. What if I fail because I put her with Pop, who is an idiot? Oh dear. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Oh, we're not going to have a best friend at the end of this, are we? Alright, you two, for today's lesson we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flits to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Yes! Mashed potatoes and gravy. 'Cause it's on the menu, boys! I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Oh, go get the potatoes! No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off of my man. What's this? Did someone call for me? Oh, no, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Liberty's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water. And what is this music? And turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like Liberty was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complete complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but about this game. But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Oh. Hunk of Hunk's our best friend who we fucked over twice already. Ooh. Ah. Oh boy. Hey, Hunky, Look! Look! How could you? How terrible! Lewd! Lewd and crude and totally rude! Hey, Meow Meow. Should we turn to the hunk or the bestie? You're not gonna answer me. You're a cat. Alright. Let's get the hunk. I'm not really shocked. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Oh, yeah, we went for hunk of hunk. Partners were chosen at the beginning of the class, so let's all respect that format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Liberty as my partner for this activity, and I'll stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Liberty's natural talent or their loyalty. Holy shit, he does like loyalty. Oh boy, I feel bad. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavour. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat out of which pours a smooth brown gravy. I gotta say, I love their gravy and potatoes. I mean, there's something about them that's just so nice. Smooth gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Oh, that looks so good. Delson, nobody knows why. No one knows, but she does. Look at that deliciousness. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Hi there, Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for a small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love someone, set her free. What? Why? This is madness. What even is this game? Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid beautiful face. I was just thinking maybe you should just go poing and just flick it in her face, but you did. Game went where my mind was going. Oh my god. My brain was like, maybe, yeah, just flick it in her face. Nah, the game won't do it. It did it! Under a blanket of liver gravy. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingernail, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Liberty. We do not waste food at the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have a potato face? No, fuck no you can't. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. What the fuck? That is not a dish! That is not a dish! What even? Ugh, scared. That's not healthy. I mean, not healthy. That's not... What? How? What the fuck is this game? Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes I've prepared the full meal. Gaze upon my speciality, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, placed on a battle-axe blade forged from my supreme chef ancestors. Oh my god. You've indulged me for too long. This ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. May have turned the process. The results could be toxic! What is this? Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. Okay, breathe. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. Oh no! When you look back at the plate, the rest is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop whines in pain for just a minute, then is immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsies. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all types. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here! Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. Hells yes! What? Like for real? Oh, come on now! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Well, the ghosts are inside, so it's fine. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Liberty? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. Something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. See, when I was just a boy, I had a dream. One day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. Every day since then I've been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifted a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, shut up, I'm the one here saying inspirational stuff to be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! See you, Trusty. Have a good one. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him, we're talking about me. Me, I'm the hero! The Spook Monster is here to fight a hero! I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me, just as I was leveling down my garden, connecting with another chef in an emotional level. Oh. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my garden, connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, 'cause I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based battle fight sequence! What will you do? Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love! Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Attack. Cook with love. Spork Monster won't forget this. He's feeling really threatened by your attack. Focus their mashed mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation! You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening!" Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster use Utilitensile! You take 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack! Cook with love! Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce on the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summoned the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pop, pow, pinch. Oh my god. Pop, pow, pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that it is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Oh no! The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Zzz. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Then there was the secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Oh, I know this might sound a little strange, but, I think I might be, I think I might like Pop! Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of the super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon type. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if it's... One moment. Sorry about that. Alright. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden while I was wandering. Oh god. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices! Mans even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. That if I did him a big favour, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me and the flavour was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. Besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be much use to anyone. Please, 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 please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. No. No, do not tell her the ingredient that Sanders told you. Miriam is a drug mill. Yes. What do you think? Shit, protect it. You quickly think of fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was I have newt. I know, it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? I have newt. Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh, Colonel Sanders. Oh, he's on a horse! What? It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Run to him. You decided the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. No, you're going to get stomped by a horse. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel! However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, Liberty, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It's important that you remember this exactly as I said. If you forget, the world would end, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... But before he can continue, you're suddenly awake. Aw, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. Aw, yeah. He roused you back with a satchel of secret spices, or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Oh my god. Compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes. Maybe he shouldn't be riding the horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressed into my face. He liked that! That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. With that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. Can I save? No, I can't save. Okay, you can't do the save thing. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's honky shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. I'm not interested. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. Or it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were holding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. Notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall. They're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep boop. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He can't do anything. He didn't do anything. Buzz the womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. The necro num num nomicon. Yes. Whirr, bizzed. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazy men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing your car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. You try to give Sprinkles a pat on the head, but he snarls at you. Sorry. I get a little worked up if people try and pat me before I've had my morning coffee. Let that be a lesson to you. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy, down. Auftoppen. He's German now? That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what was up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. He's jealous. I think they did just stereotype Sprinkles. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why, in 1776, the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Liberty? Naturally, this appeals to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, a dog biscuit. Oh God, what to choose? Dog biscuit, shimmering pepper, glass with pepper? Type faster. Sorry. I was considering it, but I thought, yeah, pepper, cause spicy food and spicy chicken. A brightly coloured pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spicy hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh, this guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy... You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. Oh, no! You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We'll make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via time-competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two are off the charts. Maybe I should have eaten the dog biscuit, but I was thinking, what if the dog biscuit was his, and he was saving it for lunch or something, and you eat his biscuit and he'll hate you forever? It's like, oh no, you ate my last dog biscuit. But no, we ate the one of its kind pepper. Bugger. A bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool! Good one, Van. I like your gumption, Liberty. Oh shit. Howdy, partner. I like your gumption, Liberty. I'll be waiting, watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports in courts. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Timer ready. Oh no. Kool-Aid Man. It probably exists out there already, Final Fantasy... Lock. Final... Psst. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words timer ready. That's what I'm talking... That's what I'm talking about. Ow! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. Had this chicken, and you made him mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. It's time for coleslaw. And you're feeling like you really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. 100... That's right, but how would you have gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. Gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. 11! You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Where did it come from? That's right, this is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Oh! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling! No! Don't make me get the spray bottle! Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Liberty. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you are doing. Now you can think of is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to... what were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof! Really struggling to keep up. Next station, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colourful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Bzzz. Know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in the kitchen battle. Sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Brr. Might not have any hands, but Liberty does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. You hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Liberty, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Ew, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Liberty's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that lasts good and tells a story of excellent. I was going to ask Liberty to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredient hidden within. Inside you find a delicate fried cheese croquet atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Not gonna lie, that looks quite fucking nice. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, wait. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you! As he places his sauce-covered finger to his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something in his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalized. Nobody likes a very ragey girlfriend that's constantly up in your space and shit. Your rage burns so intently within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. What? Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from that devastating low, but from that running with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, and motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. Internalizing his bad idea. But getting all up in his grill didn't seem like it was the right idea either. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived, for a while anyway. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and well-known kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. Oh no, his eyebrows are about to catch on fire! One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I'll create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster! Borgo? 'Tis I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you and I apologize. I don't know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also wanted to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magical spell book cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook. Precisely. Had to procure a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through the sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I'll be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen alive. Liberty, together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. It's a big giant chicken, isn't it? Oh, there is a chicken! Oh my god, look at the baby photo! Oh my god, he's got the goatee even in the baby photo, the goatee and glasses. Oh my god, that's so dumb. There's a fucking chicken. That heater though. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. Coleslaw? It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? I think that's a window lock. I think that's a giant wall-to-wall window, almost. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal... Yeah! Secrets! Share secrets! Decide that you're as ready you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in headfirst. Reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh, it's making me hungry. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment and steal your recipe and put it in my shop. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the home are various items that you could look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, chicken! You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't realistic, it's real! Taxidermy must be important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item to discover more about. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? Never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? Could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you say I'm in the middle of something? Open the window a crack and the ghost of Student is swept out with the breeze. Oh my god! It's even more ridiculous! Oh... An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor from the goatee and mustache combo he sports. You figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That or maybe it's a drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is when he discovered one of those secret herbs and spices. I'm not going to go through all these stuff. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. Wonder who my friend Pete is. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial, 111111, the safe opens. Inside you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off you can read the inscription. Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Poor guy. Is it a chicken stance? Is it chicken scent? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Nah. I think they did, yeah. Lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realise that the hair therein isn't just silver in colour, it's actually made of spun silver. That's bullshit. Alright. Open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say the home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you're about to get fucking embarrassed, mate! You hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on. He wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. Make a move? Tell him you're cold? Or fess up and tell the truth? Alright guys. I'm gonna leave this in your hands, so if you fuck this up, you're gonna fuck her up big time. So, are we going to make the move? Tell him that we're cold, or fess up and tell him the truth that we snooped through all his shit? Oh god. I mean, on the one hand, we are in his private villa, although there's still another day to go before we get to the end of the game. If we tell him he's cold, he's gonna know we snooped anyway. What do you mean you won't be responsible for the outcome? If we fess up and tell him the truth that we snooped, he might think we're a Snoopy McSnooperson. Or he might appreciate the truthfulness. Because he already knows that we must have looked through stuff in order to find the cupboard, right? And look in it. Hey, kitty cat. Do you want some Kentucky Fried Chicken, Meow Meow? Well, too bad, because we don't have any. And I don't get any money till tomorrow. So we're not going to have any. Oh, what was that? That wasn't a meow. That was a... Okay. Well, it's between cold and make a move. What do you think, Delson? Just a game, go insane. I mean, telling him he's cold might... We still got a day to tell him that we love him. Telling him he's cold might win us some points. Fuck it. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. He smiles and sits close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire, why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. What? Final exams tomorrow, you should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Liberty? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! We stayed at his house, though. The ghost at the end gets me every time. Hey, we ended up staying at his joint. That's something. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Yeah. Some jurisdictions, isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how would they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Oh, yum! It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cooking? You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the windows. What? And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning awaits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you'll not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite sushi house, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say sushi house as if that's a thing people just say? What is that even referring to? Sushi? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but that emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go to your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Damn, her thighs are like busting out of those socks, aren't they? Look at that chunk of dunk. Now that's thick. That's thick. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Livity, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Liberty, how's that ham feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fine form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. A lot of non-answers. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Liberty, I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. Always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Liberty. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you received yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? Looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful. I can think of one surefire way to find out. We are not casting magic! You open to a page covered in arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better in the upcoming final exam. That's way too drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No! When is that ever a good idea? You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. You must be hungry. Reach for all homework. Reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. Ahem! I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much of this world satisfies like ungraded work. My Liberty, were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Liberty, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see... But before I can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it after class. But I miss you. You went on one date, Pop, and how can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quavers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away again. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's just so dumb. That's just so dumb. That's so dumb. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's terrible. That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? Yeah, I'd say some choices have been cut out by previous choices. I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble, I got yelled at by Pop's mother who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house. Pop, we went on one date, we're over. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. You don't need no man. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. It's not Pop or Clank. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show you a little interest anyway. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a test to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. Oh! Okay, so we've done coleslaw, we've done gravy, and mashed potatoes, we've done chicken. What are we missing? Bread rolls? That's the main, that's the thing, right? Right? Bread rolls are the one missing thing? Oh, sorry, microphone. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of the recipe you've been working on. Liberty's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making the dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. I could have told you that with all the friggin' pedals. Liberty, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Fess up. Okay, you got me. Doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You know it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. My nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. That looks fucking delicious. I am not gonna lie. Oh my god. That is making me so hungry. Look at that deliciousness. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is except to cook with everything you got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe, fire fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Blaster Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and ride! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure! 5-dial pressure point cooking, chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. Mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all! Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? Wait a minute, I need a drink. My throat. I knew it was coming. Oh, water, save me! Water. Should you take this opportunity to fight back with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Cat, what are you doing? Scratching at shit. That's what you're doing. What are you doing? Causing trouble for everybody who knows you. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees you've chosen to win on your own terms and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Liberty. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Liberty, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. It's Evil Chicken Amulet. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, here's cooking. Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. Cocaine. Oh no, it's Toad Eyes. Oh no, she's put Toad of Newt in my noodles. Ah! Where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Splork Monster! Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary school skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel the Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, he toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck! Oh yeah, like this is a good choice. No, summon extra energy! Get that guitar riff going. Well, it's not the powers, but whatever. Get the drums. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Super chefin'! Kamehameha! Well, the game's free, locked, so you could pick it up and play it yourself. Pity there's no saves. Because I could have saved and seen and then saved and then reloaded. But alas, no luck. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, Liberty, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served! But don't worry, dear Liberty, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed by your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you've earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. Steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass the individual efforts. Are you suggesting that my cat get out of the fucking way so I can play this game? Cat, get out of it! If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Ha ha ha! I'm flying! Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? Someone asked for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad! Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in U.S. UXAL history, but that's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks, clank, where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made... Oh my god! Tender udon noodles and savory soup! My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny naratamaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, Chef! Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste such a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Liberty, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin's shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. Bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to pour at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into that good night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rose water syrup topped with French meringue and connected with by sugar glass. I mean, it looks pretty. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Liberty? Oh, that was me. I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last time you've heard of me either! If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. I mean, I don't even like mac and cheese that much, and that looks really nice. I'm just hungry, guys. I'm just hungry. Look at that. Who wouldn't eat that? Unless you were lactose intolerant and couldn't eat cheese and didn't like mac and cheese or chicken. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing! And completely blow me away! In my 49 years of dog life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced! It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class! You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass, and you get a pass! He's the Oprah Winfrey of dogs! Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. Ow, my leg! Sorry, getting comfortable is a bit hard. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There was supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ow, 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 ow! You know that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Oh my god, these outfits. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now everyone is together. It's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. The student tries to finish what he has to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, the student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know that she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we'll get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Miriam, will you be my lady king? What an incredible turn of events! An offer to join the royal family? It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist! So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie doke. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? Who could turn down the hunk pop? I actually feel like I knew it the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. The puddle opens up and Clunk disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to give them just a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. Hungry. I done get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and a man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. And as everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Liberty, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you care to dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. She got her a man! Why am I saying she as though it's not me playing this? Once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Liberty. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? Don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh, my dear Liberty, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Well, she got half the love. Oh my god. That was certainly a game. Didn't even have a credit roll or anything. That's a bit weird. Oh, it's just done the not responding thing. Good job, good job. Oh god, that game. Okay. Oh god. So, I think we're going to end this stream out playing a bit of... Well, I don't know if I'm going to end it, actually. I don't... I was going to do some Slay the Spire, so I might do some Slay the Spire. Might do one run of Slay the Spire. Not necessarily meaning that it's going to be any good. I'm not amazing at it. Only half a love. That's all the love I need. What a dumb game. It's amazing. Oh, hey. So, Cube World is coming out soon. It dropped off the map for a while, but it's actually back, weirdly enough, which is pretty cool. Play Slay the Spire.